Hello everyone. I've been asked on several occasions how I keep my wood consistent length when I'm cutting firewood. So I'm going to show you a couple things. I've used a lot of different products, including this one here from, it's the Firewood Pro Sizer. It's a laser beam setup that attaches onto your handlebar of your saw, and then you can basically put the tip of the saw to the log, measure over the distance that you want to cut at. The most typical is 16 inches. Turn this so the laser beam is pointed at 16 inches on the log, and then and lock it down, and then you always know that once you touch the tip to the tree, 16 inches is on that mark. You can cut it and go from there. It's a good product. I've used it. I like it. But I often find there's simpler ways for things. I also have, maybe I'll do a video on it in the future, but the paint gun with the different wheels. So you can put a different wheel for 14, 16, or 18 inches in it. And when you, it's got a spray can in it of line paint. When you roll it down the log, every time it comes around to the set measurement, it gives a little squirt of paint on the log. Now that works pretty good too. The brand escapes my memory at the moment, but I will put a link to it in the comments in case you want to try it out. Same thing with this, but and they all work good, so don't get me wrong. But anyways, I found a way I used to do it works easiest for me, and it doesn't cost you anything. So what I do is I take on my bar, I take a tape measure and I measure from the end of the bar. I measure and I take either a Sharpie. You can use a Sharpie, but they wear off. I usually use the saw wrench or something to kind of gouge the bar a little bit at 14, 16, and 18 inches, which are the most common sizes I use. And then I'll do that on both sides of the bar. And then I will scribe it across. See if you can see it there on this new bar. And it's on both sides. And that's my new saw. And then here's my older saw with the Oregon bar. I say older, it's only a couple years old, but you see the marks here. And simply all you do is lay it on the log. We can get a demo log here real quick. So as I'm standing next to the wood pile, you've seen me in the videos, I'll put the end of the bar to the end of the log or the last cut, and then I just eyeball where the mark is. Here's 14, 16, and 18. I eyeball it referencing something on the log, either a speck of sawdust or dirt or a certain mark on the log, just to get me close, and then I just turn the saw and cut it. And this works whether I'm going down the log this way, or if I have to do it for some reason from this direction, it works too. So I found it's extremely simple, doesn't cost anything. In some ways it's faster. The downfall of this one, if you're cutting all your firewood for yourself and you're setting it at 16 inches, it makes perfect sense. Set it once and you're done. But if you're changing, you got customers that want different size wood and you're changing it pretty often. Now you have to keep loosening this, resetting it with the tape measure, aiming your beam and locking it back down. It's not a big deal. You can do it. It works fine too. But I believe in the old adage I learned in firefighter training, keep it simple, stupid. KISS. So I usually just use this. However, like I said, if you're using consistent cuts, this is a great tool. The one with the spray can is a great tool too. You can use that for long. It doesn't matter the length of the log. You just keep rolling down. As long as you keep touching the log as you're rolling, it's just going to put evenly spaced marks all the way down through. all of them work fine. What is your preference? Leave it in the comments. Let's get engaged, people. Please subscribe to the videos. And like I said, I'll have a link to the couple products I use in the comments. And if you were to buy any of them, I do get a small commission, but very small. Anyways, buy a couple and I'll see how small it is, because I don't know yet. But have a great day. Try out these different products. Tell me what works for you.